Patricia Johnson, aka Patty Cakes, the owner of udgsounds.com, which is an underground music website. Now, I just want to discuss a few things today, not a lot, but just a few things. Women in the music business. Now, it doesn't matter how much work a woman puts in, how hard she tries, how much knowledge she has. She's still not respected like the men are respected. And she's often discredited, which is crazy. Now, I do know that there are women that don't know bars. And there are women who don't know what these guys be talking about in these rap songs, but that's not all of us. Now, I've been in over 50 battle rap groups. There are men in those groups that don't know bars. So, it's not just a female thing. Now, I wasn't in those groups just to be in there. I was in there debating battles. And sometimes every day, in as much as 10 hours a day. And when you got some battles that drop just like when a daylight battle drops, I'm often having men that's in my inbox asking me what a line means. So again, it's not just a female thing. Now, I did get a chance to survey some of the guys, talk to some of the guys who are deeply in the music business, who are really respected when it comes to music, because I wanted to get their intake on it. I wanted to just know what they feel about it. And if they can give me a little insight on it. So I did write down some of their statements because I didn't want to misinterpret anybody. So I wrote down their direct statements. Now, this first one is from T-Rex. And no, not the battle rapper T-Rex. The actual, he's like Jenny's manager. He's also worked with Neo and he's worked with Shalliant. So, he really knows his stuff. Now, he stated, I think women are great leaders. I love you, T-Rex, for that. I agree. This one is from Yusuf, which is the Albo's manager. Yusuf knows his stuff too. Now, if you're not aware of who Albo is, that's Lada Zay's manager. He stated, in order for a woman to be accepted, I don't know what that is. In order for a woman to be accepted in the music business, everybody has to accept her. But the men don't have to go through this. He also stated that things wouldn't run smoothly without the women. Yeah. This one is from ARP, which is Rare Breeze Entertainment. He stated women are discredited in a male-dominated field. And they are always given a back seat until I can't even read my own writing. they're always given a back seat until they learn otherwise. In female battle rap, if you're nice, you're blamed for having a ghostwriter. But men don't have to go through this. But like Oprah, consistency and showing through action will always be undeniable. Now, this one is from Ivan. Ivan is all the way in Texas. He's the owner of Coliseum Battle League. He stated that he feels women do a great job in charge of stuff. It's always the guys that try to use them for their bodies instead of keeping things professional. Yeah. I'm going to read one more. This last one is from Honors English. Honors English is an actual college professor. Now, he's very intellectual, and he's very he's in the music business. He's in a battle rap where he knows everything. Um, he stated that female artists have to be overly sexual. Female in management are respected, although most execs are males. He basically said you just have to know your shit. But there is a lot of sexism. You know what? I'm off that. I'm off that. I'm done talking about that. Well, I'm going to explain how I kind of got started. Last year, 50 Cent tweeted that battle rappers can't make good music, but they are the best rappers. Now, I do agree with half of that, but I don't agree with the other half. I do feel they are the best rappers, but I don't agree with him saying that they can't make good music because it's not true. I don't know where the stigma came from, but the stigma is there. And the sad thing is it's spilling over to the fans. You got fans that haven't even heard these battle rappers' music, and they're saying, oh, battle rappers can't make good music. And you ask them, well, who have you listened to? Or have you listened to so-and-so, so-and-so? Oh, no, I haven't heard them. That's crazy. Now, think about this. What were they actually doing before they started battle rapping? They were rapping on a beat. So they actually came from music. So how is all of a sudden they can't make good music when they came from music? Now, here's my theory on this. Now, my thing is, I think that because people have been introduced to them first as a battle rapper, they learn to like them as a battle rapper. They learn to love them as a battle rapper. And now you want me to listen to your music. You want to force your music on me. But I learned to love you as a battle rapper. And that's where I think that the problem is coming in, that because they have already accepted them as a battle rapper. But a lot of these battle rappers, people don't know and don't understand. It's a lot of them actually started, they actually started battle rapping because they wanted to grow a fan base for their music. So it's kind of crazy when you have the battle rappers, they're trying to introduce the fans to their music. They're trying to get the fans into their music, and the fans are like, so who you battle next? Which is a smack in the face, because that's why most of them started battle rapping, to get you into their music. So, you know, it's crazy. Now, that's why I started the Ultimate Battle Rap Music Group. I wanted to try to get these fans into their music, because a lot of these fans, they give them $1 million and $2 million on a battle. But then some of these guys or girls or whatever, they barely even get 20,000 on a video. Some barely get 500 on the video, and that's a problem. So I created the group to try to see if I can get these same fans to give them $1 million and $2 million on their battle. After creating the group, I also started working for 100 Bars magazine, where I was writing mixtape and album reviews. I was writing Under the Court edition, which is Cortez edition. Cortez is a battle rapper / artist, and he's one of the best doing it. He doesn't get enough credit. I started writing for 100 Bars magazine because I really enjoy writing reviews. And I have wrote quite a few. Like, I wrote Cortez review, The Exception, I wrote his review, nice mixtape. I wrote Murder Ave Gang review, That one is We Are Mag. That whole crew is raw. So that one is definitely worth checking out. I wrote John John the Don, Shrug or Die. I wrote Misfits Review Back. Now, you're talking about women not knowing bars. That girl there, I guarantee you, she will kill a lot of you guys when it comes to rapping on the beat. I put my money on her. She'll kill a lot of you guys. So again, it's no female thing when it comes to not knowing bars. Especially, check her mixtape out. You'll see what I'm talking about. I wrote Lotta Zay's Constant Elevation. I wrote his mixtape a couple of months ago. Now, his mixtape is more like the industry ready. So I did have fun writing that mixtape. It's really nice. It's worth checking out too. What else did I write? Oh, I wrote 100 Bullets. Keep it 100. Now, if you're the type of person who like conscious rappers, that album is really for you. It has popular artists like T-Double, Lynx Montana, Daylight. All of these guys are like lyrical monsters. Those guys are great. You learn a lot from those conscious rappers. So make sure you check that album out. Keep it 100. These reviews are right on my website on udgsounds.com. It's right on my website too. But I know that I needed something more because the group is just not enough. So I needed something else more worldwide. And that's what prompted me to create udgsounds.com, which is the underground music website. Now, that website is open to all, although it's mostly battle rappers music on there, but the website is open to all underground. Now, even international is open to all. Now, there's one thing. I don't put whack music on the website. If I don't want to hear it, I know a lot of other people aren't going to want to hear it, and I'm just not going to deal with it. I just rather you go back to the studio and just do better. I'm not going to put whack music on there because it's, no. And also, I'd rather you to market yourself too, because some of these guys, you know, marketing, advertising is really free, and it's kind of like, how can I support you? How can I promote you when you're not really promoting yourself? That's a problem. So I gotta see that too. I gotta see that too, because that's a problem. Now, there are maybe like 80 plus artists on the website right now. I'm always adding artists every other day. I want to be able to add these artists every day, but time doesn't permit me to do that. And I want to make sure that everybody has a review on the website. That's my plan, is to make sure everyone has a review, and also get these reviews on YouTube too. And artists can never use too much support, and artists can never use too much exposure. They need all the exposure they can get. I have joined with some other people. We're talking about a lot of things. We got a lot of things that's in the workings right now. You're going to love it. Be on the lookout for Music Talks with Patty Cakes. Now, I'm not going to talk too much about that. I'm not going to discuss that too much, but be on the lookout for that, because that's going to be a good one. You're going to love it. That's going to be a good one. I want to say shout out to Mickey Factz and that new mixtape, 740 Park Avenue. Now, if you're familiar with Mickey Factz, two of his greatest mixtapes, Mickey Mouse and Love, Lust, Lost, then you know what you're in for. If you haven't already checked out Mickey Fact's new mixtape. That mixtape is like, it's everything. It's full of substance. You can look into the life of Mickey Facts. He's a real artist. I wouldn't put him in a category of just saying like, oh, he's a rapper. He's actually a real artist. That one is definitely worth checking out. I got the review on that on the way. On August the 10th, I do have a single, an exclusive single that'll be dropping on my website. Now, this one is called More Bottles. It's by an artist named Mackie Blues. And it's going to have features of Arsenal the Rebel and Mr. Fab. Now, you guys already were. When Arsenal the Rebel, when he gets on a beat, you already know he's hot to death. And Mr. Fab, do I even have to say anything about Mr. Fab? Mr. Fab is one of the toughest in the industry. He's one of the toughest. He's one of the greatest. When that man gets on the beat, he goes to town. It's no stopping Mr. Fab. And he's also signed to Mac Dre's label, Thiz Entertainment. By the way, rest in peace, Mac Dre. And he's signed to Atlantic Records too. Now, Mackie Blues, he's hot too. Again, these guys are lyrical monsters too. They're tough. And that single will be dropping right on my website on August the 10th, followed by the mixtape a couple of days after that. So you want to make sure you stay glued to my website, udgsounds.com. And make sure you follow me on Twitter, UDG. I do want to shout out the men that contributed to the questions that I asked them about women in the music business. Like, I really gotta say thank you to T-Rex. And T-Rex, the manager of Life Jennings. Not T-Rex the battle rapper, but the manager of Life Jennings. I have to send a shout out to him. Very intellectual brother. And also, you know what? He has a great singing voice. Make sure you check him out. I'm going to end up going, I have to go to one of his concerts one day because he has a great singing voice. So make sure you check him out. I want to send a shout out to ARP ARP. ARP, we're going to get our blog one day. We were supposed to do our blog in LA, but that's another story. But that's a very intellectual man too. I want to thank Honors English. Honors English, another intellectual guy. I want to say thank you to Yusuf. Very intellectual guy too, and knows everything about the music business. And I want to personally thank Cortez because Cortez, he's one of the best doing it. Great writer, great artist. Sir, Dash Living, you're my role model. I want to be like you when I grow up. Seriously, I want to send a shout out to you, Dash Living, because you don't get the credit you deserve. He's a very intellectual guy too, and he's always there to help anybody. So I gotta personally thank you, Dash Living. Thank you for everybody because you're there to help everybody. So I need to send a shout out to you. I want to send a shout out to my own group, Ultimate Battle Rap Music Group, Dust Jackson. I need to shout Dust Jackson out because Dust Jackson, now, some of you guys may know Dust Jackson by being the video guy for Averb. He films all of Averb's videos. He films all of his blogs, all of his popular blogs. But the thing about it is he's not just a video guy. This man is a jack of all trades. Now, he did used to rap, but he is back. And I'm glad he's back because he's one of the best doing it, especially in the loop. I'm glad he's back. Make sure you check out his new single, I Don't Know Shit. That's not me. That's the name of the songs. But I guarantee you, when you hear that, you're going to keep it on repeat just like I keep it on repeat. That's one of those quote unquote it songs. Definitely worth checking out. Make sure you check that out. And it's featuring Lil St. Louis. St. Louis he go hard too. So make sure you check that out and subscribe to my channel, udgsounds.com, because I got music talks with patty cakes that's coming up real soon and you're going to love it. Make sure you follow me on Twitter, udgsounds, and make sure you check my website out. On August the 10th, I have that exclusive that'll be dropping more bottles. That's by Mackie Blues, featuring Arsenal the Rebel, and also Mr. Fab. You're going to love it. I already heard it, so you're going to love it too. Thank you all for